Malaria remains to be a major cause of maternal mortality in the country, as a lot of pregnant women do not have access to mosquito nets. In a bid to reduce deaths caused by malaria amongst pregnant women, Vice President Right Honorable Joyce Banda, who is also Goodwill Ambassador for Safe Motherhood, says she will make sure the pregnant mothers are well protected to malaria threat in having mosquito nets during their pregnancy. The Vice President tours a Health Net Limited in Kanengo to assess if the company can assist in aligning to her calls of providing nets to pregnant women in the country.
As you know that I was last month appointed by the African Union as the Goodwill Ambassador for Safe Motherhood. One of the areas that I'm going to cover is to make sure that the woman has a good life, the well-being of the pregnant woman while she's expecting her baby and just after the baby is born. Sometimes we find that women die because of complications during childbirth, but we also are hearing that one of the biggest killers of pregnant women and mothers that have just given birth is malaria. It is my wish that as I go around adopting clinics, because that's what I'm going to do, especially maternity wings, one of the areas I'll look at is to ensure that the mothers have got mosquito nets. The challenge was to find if there's a source in Malawi where we can find mosquito nets to buy and distribute to the women. I know that government is distributing, but I think it's very important that everybody should get together and help government distribute more and more mosquito nets to save our women. The reason why I came is to find out the capacity of this place and how many they can be able to produce in a month. I'm very encouraged because our state president has said we must encourage industry, and we must encourage industry by encouraging them to establish but also to buy from them. So that's the reason why I'm here. I wanted to make sure that I find out if indeed it is true that they are manufacturing mosquito nets, and maybe as Goodwill Ambassador I can encourage as many women as possible to use mosquito nets, but I must also do my part to source mosquito nets through this factory to distribute to women.
Managing Director for Health Net says the company opened its doors after noticing the big demand for mosquito nets in the country.
We had realized that Malawi needs mosquito nets. We still know it's the #1 killer in Malawi today. And we decided that we'd go into partnership with a company in Arusha in order to open up a factory here in Malawi. They've been supplying mosquito nets for many years in Malawi and most of Africa. And they've given us this window of opportunity to actually open up a factory here in Malawi and to supply Malawi people.
Currently, the company is making 1,900 nets a day and 83,000 of them in a month. The company, which opened its doors in February this year, has over 70 employees, targets to produce 1 million nets a year, which is a big challenge as they perceive Malawi to demand 5 million nets a year.